Okay, we'll take questions for the players first. Raise your hands, and we'll get started.
Mike, you've been a guy who's come on as a defensive replacement all year. You come in, get the big hit in the ninth. Just what does it take to prepare for the moment like that, even when you may not know going into a game if you're going to get in that bat or not?
I just always try and stay ready. You never know when your name's going to get called. So whenever my name does get called, I'm just trying to do my best to help the team win. So that's my ultimate goal, is just do what I can to help the team win.
For whoever wants it, 26 come from behind victories. What makes this group so cohesive in moments when it's easy to separate?
I got this. I think we've said it like over and over again that we're the never say die Hawks, and we truly believe in that, and that we're gonna get ours when it comes, and you never lose, you just run out of time. So we take it pitch to pitch, at bat to at bat, try to make it a team game, and good things happen when you do that.
The questions.
Alex, you threw 7 straight balls there in the ninth, but you're able to collect yourself and able to get out of the inning. What were the conversations like with Coach Scott on the mound, and how were you able to just get out that inning even though maybe you didn't have the stuff that you had earlier in the night?
Yeah, so Coach Scott came out there and I was sweating kind of profusely, and I used his sweatshirt a little bit, and he kind of laughed at me. And he just told me he's giving me a break, just reset, lock in, and just do what I've been doing all year and just give it my best.
Brady, you've had a lot of big swings this year. Where does today rank, and what was your approach going to the plate?
Today was number one, obviously, because of the moment, but I was just staying myself. Fitz told me before the at-bat just to get my swing off and do damage on a pitch, and I got one hanging, and I was able to make him pay for it.
Questions for the players.
You guys have walked a ton all year, but going into the 7th, you guys hadn't walked at all. For any of you guys, just what was the approach like, and how much can things change when you start to get walks and just getting guys on base?
Yeah, I think walks are rally starters, and I believe it was Michael Brooks that walked in the 7th, and it's huge, man. It gets the pitch count up. Obviously, Bodendorf was scattering hits, all that sort of stuff. So when you can get a guy like that out of the game, that's a big deal, and walks are a huge part of that. So it's something that we value as an offense, in controlling the plate and not going away from that. So I think we did a good job of it, and it finally showed off there in the 7th.
That game was pretty reminiscent of the K-State game, getting Frost out there late and starting things out with a walk. Just how important is it to have both of those facets going, and how important is it if you could just build a little on getting that starter out, seeing some new arms, and just getting the rally going there?
Getting the starter out is huge. That guy was rolling today. Bodendorf, again, was just hitting his spots, forced some weak contact, and started spraying a few around, took advantage of it, and once we got him out of the game, we were able to do damage on the relievers.
Couple more for players. Go ahead.
Feels like watching you guys this season has been a story of not necessarily misfits, but everybody kind of finding their own role on this team. What was it like today watching Mike have his moment and find his role?
Awesome. It was so awesome. I mean, this guy's prepared just as much as everybody on the team, but he's always ready for the moment. He's always ready, like you said, and it's just so cool to see him come in and have success. So,
Mike, this being your second walk-off in, I believe, 12 days, 2 weeks, we'll say, just to be safe. What goes into your process? Visualization, when you talk about being ready for the moment, what else goes into your process?
I would just say I like to breathe and just relax. And it's the same game we've been doing since we've been 4 years old, and nothing changes. It's the same game we've been playing our whole lives, and so I just try to relax, have some fun, and like I said earlier, do what I can to help the team.
Last two for players, there and then there.
Question for you guys. So having played back-to-back Thursday through Saturday series coming into this tournament, what does that do for you guys in terms of preparing for a tournament like this, where it's a different set of days compared to the usual Friday through Sunday?
It helps a lot, getting your body ready for the earlier in the week. Even though it's just a day, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a big difference from going from waiting for Friday. You have to go get ready on Thursday now, and it was huge playing those two series.
Okay, last one.
Baseball's obviously a big game of momentum, but full count, runners already on. How much did Ian's walk, question for all of you guys, how much did Ian's walk just kind of change the dynamic of the inning and the flow of the game?
I think it was huge. You got TJ's bunt too, where they throw it, the second, and Tommy's safe. Obviously, Franny's walk is huge, but just like the whole culmination of all those guys, going in and doing their job, and that's what we're huge on, is coming up to the ballpark every day, ready to do your job, and that's just a huge example of that on the big stage.
Okay, thanks, guys. We'll bring Coach Fitzgerald up.